So, Mr. Chairman and committee members, I've been in this committee for more than a dozen years. I've had the opportunity to spend time with you and get to know many of you on the other side of the aisle, and we might not always agree on policies, but I can't imagine that any of you in this committee would want to cover up for a sex offender or make excuses for anyone who participated in sex trafficking. I certainly hope that you agree and do the right thing for America and for your constituents. Mr. Chairman and colleagues, the committee markup today noticed that we would consider House Resolution 4307, the Enhancing Detection of Human Trafficking Act, which is bipartisan legislation on assisting criminal law enforcement through the Department of Labor in detecting human trafficking. But it has been abruptly moved from consideration. Mr. Chairman and colleagues, the public deserves to know the reason why the bill was pulled. Is it because the majority did not want to vote on my amendment requiring the Department of Labor to release the Epstein files? The American people deserve to learn the circumstances and full scope of the crimes Mr. Epstein committed, and it's definitely relevant to this bill because it's through the Department of Labor that this work on human trafficking is happening. That's what this bill is about, and if you may recall, Mr. Chairman and colleagues, Donald Trump's first labor secretary was Alex Acosta, who was the prosecutor who entered into a sweet deal with Jeffrey Epstein and then later had to resign once there was an investigation into that plea deal. I hope it's not because the Republican majority wants to cover up for a sex offender. I don't think that's what these members of this committee believe in. This is about transparency, Mr. Chairman and colleagues. Last week, Speaker Johnson said the House Republicans are for transparency. Yet, my colleagues, are you willing to go to great lengths to keep this information in the shadows? I'm concerned, Mr. Chairman, because the public deserves transparency. We know that there were problems through the first labor secretary, and we know that once that deal came to light through an investigation by the Justice Department's Office of Professional Responsibility, it received bipartisan condemnation, including from a former Republican Senator Sass, who said letting a well-connected billionaire get away with child rape and international sex trafficking isn't poor judgment, it is a disgusting failure. Americans ought to be enraged. And then Secretary Acosta resigned. Now, Mr. Chairman, this is an opportunity for us as a committee, when we're working on addressing child trafficking and human trafficking, to say we want transparency. Even former Secretary Acosta said that the Epstein affair was vastly more lurid and sweeping than when he was first involved.